Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video for Charles Patriarca Bowling. A couple of weeks back, we did a video of creating a 6-ball arsenal from the Storm brands. You have Storm, Roto Grip, and 900 Global. This time, we're doing the same thing, but we are going to be building a 6-ball arsenal from the Brunswick family. So that's going to be from Brunswick, Hammer, Radical, and Trek. So this lineup that we are building is for tournament purposes. So we're building it for sport patterns, tournament transition, versatility, and creating different shapes for different situations. As you play in tournaments, sometimes you start out with you being a lot straighter, and then by game 6, 7, or 8, you're trying to create shape on the lane. So that's our aim. At the same time, guys, this video is a little bit personal because at the end of the arsenal, I'll be sharing a bonus ball that means, more. That's more personal, and you guys will get it once we get there. All right, let's proceed with building a 6-ball arsenal. Number 1 on our list is going to be our big boy ball. Our first ball out of the bag, which is meant for heavy oil conditions. And this is going to be the Hammer Black Widow 3.0. So this is our heavy oil ASIM solid option. This is going to be for fresh oil conditions. And as what we've done before, we're gonna go through 14-pound specs as I use a 14-pound bowling ball. So for the cover, it is the HK22 Aggression Solid. So it's a solid piece, guys. The core is the gas mask core that has a lot of that's used in a lot of bowling balls in the Hammer lineup. That's also a asymmetric core. So this makes it a asymmetric solid option. The RG is 2.50. Diff is, wow, it's really high, 0.058, and PSA is 0.016. So you have a somewhat medium RG and then a very high diff. So this core is one of the most iconic cores in bowling history, and this ball is really built for heavy oil, strong mid lane read because of the RG at 2.50, and continuation through the pins. As you can see from the diff, it's really high, really strong. So a lot of pros love the Black Widow lineup because it blends the lane really well while still hitting incredibly hard. Sabi nga sa tagline, nothing hits harder than Hammer. Or tama ba? Correct me in the comment section. So for tournaments, guys, this is going to be our Control the Fresh bowling ball. So that's our first ball. It is the Hammer Black Widow 3.0. The second ball out of our bag is going to be the Radical Outer Limits Black Hole. And we saw that we have 2 pros that use this in the finals in the PBA Tour. That's Spencer Robarge and Alex Horton. So the Radical Outer Limits Black Hole is when the Black Widow 3.0, when it starts to read early, meaning it's starting to hook early na rin, we're moving into the Radical Outer Limits Black Hole. For its cover stock, it is the HK22C Hybrid Reactive. So it's still HK22, but this is a hybrid option. The core is the Outer Limits Asymmetric Core, so this is a hybrid asymmetric piece. RG is 2.49, Diff is 0.051. So it reads earlier, but then its flaring or its hook is a lot lesser. So you should be able to gain a little bit more length and starts reading a little later compared to the Black Widow. So this ball gives us cleaner fronts, like what I said, stronger continuation, and more angle down lane with its hybrid cover. So one thing bowlers always say about the Radical equipment is how dynamic the shapes are, and the black hole definitely fits that reputation. So this is the ball that we will be using for transition, and that's going to be our second ball out of our bag. Third ball out of our bag is going to be the benchmark piece, and this is going to be the track Cypher solid. So it's a solid benchmark option. So every series tournament Arsenal needs a benchmark symmetric solid. So for us, it's the track Cypher solid. Coverstock is the prime response solid. The core is the Cypher symmetric core. Like I said, it's a solid symmetric piece. The RG is 2.57 and Diff is 0.031. So you see the length there coming from the RG. So track bowling balls are known for smoothness and control, guys. And the Cypher solid gives us, the Cypher solid will help us read the lane, stay in play, and control over under on flatter patterns. So you see RG is 2.57, so that gives us the length. And for Diff 0.031, it's lower compared to the first two options. And this is quite odd for me because usually solids you see RG between 2.5 to 2.4, but this one is 2.57. Looks similar to specs of a pearl, to be honest, but I think it's because this is weaker compared to the first two options that we talked about earlier. So this may not be the flashiest ball out of our bag, but benchmark balls are the ones that really win tournaments. And I think with this piece, because it's a somewhat controllable piece with the lower diff and it gives us length, so when it starts to dry up too, this should still be in play, guys. Number 4, the fourth ball out of the bag is going to be our clean angular ball. So once the lanes start to burn up, this ball starts to be in play. So this is going to be the track Theorem Pearl. So this is our pearl asymmetrical. Oh, okay. So this is the track Theorem Pearl. So this is going to be our pearl ball. Once the lanes are starting to burn up, guys. Cover is the HK22 Prime Response Pearl, and the core is the MC2 Asymmetric. So this is our Pearl Asymmetric piece. RG is 2.52, Diff is 0.046. So when the lanes are starting to burn up and you feel you need more length after the Black Widow or the Outer Limits Black Hole, you can go into this piece. It's interchangeable with the benchmark piece, given the RG and Diff numbers here. So this ball gets through the front extremely clean while still making a strong move down lane. Like sabi ko nga, just looking at the specs, so this is a little bit more stronger compared to the Trap Cypher Solid, given the Diff numbers. So this ball gives us, this is a late block ball once it's starting to burn up, the burn ball, and creates angles down lane. So a lot of reviewers actually praise this ball because it's really angular without becoming uncontrollable. Sometimes kasi when you try to create shape down lane or gusto mo yung hockey puck type of motion, tendency is you may get splits because of the shape that you're creating. But this is, looking at this, guys, based on what reviewers are saying, it's still really controllable. So it's a very good, very, very good option for your fourth ball out of the bag. Alright, the fifth ball out of the bag, which may be the first depending on how you play. This honestly is one of the most important balls in the bag. This is going to be the winningest talaga, urethane ball of 2026 in the PBA Tour. It is going to be the Hammer Black Pearl Urethane. So yeah, it's just winning a lot of titles this year, guys. For the cover stock, it is the Urethane Pearl 78D. The core is the LED core that's symmetrical. And then look at the specs, guys. RG is 2.68, so it gives a lot of length. And Diff is 0.013, which is kind of odd because usually urethanes are early. And that's why a lot of reviewers or pros like urethane because they want it to read early. That's why it's controllable. And the Diff is 0.013. It's really low, diba? It's similar to Diff of spare balls, to be honest, but it's just that combination of that cover and that core that's making this one of the winningest ball of the PBA Tour in 2026. So Hammer designed this specifically for the modern urethane hardness rule, the 78U or 78D rule. And in 2026, this ball has become one of the biggest success stories in the PBA, like what I said. The Hammer Black Pearl Urethane has the most titles won in the 2026 PBA Tour. And that says a lot, guys, because with pros, their skill level is so high that sometimes the bowling ball itself is not, it doesn't give them advantages. But this one, guys, it's cleaner than older urethane. It's very controllable based on what you see from what the pros have accomplished, and it blends the lane incredibly well. So for short pattern and controlling difficult transitions, this ball is huge. I've seen people use this even in the fresh, guys. But it's kind of hard because of the RG numbers. But I want to try it out. Hopefully I get a chance to try out this ball. Last but certainly not the least is going to be our spare ball. It's going to be the Brunswick TZone. So Coverstock, polyester, so it's plastic. The core is the bullet core, so it's kind of like a pancake. You'll see it here, pancake type of core. Nothing fancy. It's really built to go straight. And this is what I teach my students. The spare ball is one of the most important ball in your bag, especially for new to bowling, because making spares is going to be incredibly difficult if you're using just one ball or your strike ball. You need a dedicated plastic ball so that you learn how to throw it really straight, especially those corner pins. That's gonna be our spare ball from our 6-ball arsenal. Alright, like I said at the start of the video, I'm adding a bonus ball, and this is going to be the Brunswick Danger Zone. So it doesn't really fit our 6-ball arsenal, but for me it's quite personal because this is a ball that was used by my late mom when I was still in high school and college. So growing up, my family, we bowled together. Even my little sisters at the time, mga 6, 7 pa lang yata sila, but they would bowl with us. And I used to also use a zone ball, the Zone Pro Active. I don't know if they'll re-release it. Hopefully they do, guys. I want to get that piece. But like I said, this is a personal for me because it represents my history into bowling, it's not my history into bowling, but my bowling history, my journey in bowling, and just that nostalgia of playing with your family, diba? So I'm hoping to be able to add that piece, just so that I get a piece of memory from my mom. At this stage, I just want to think, my mom and dad are no longer with us, but I'm just really thankful that I had parents that were supporting my bowling madness when I was in high school and in college. So that's gonna be our complete Brunswick Family Tournament Arsenal for 2026 so far with the current releases. And we try to use, when we do these videos, those that are in the current lineup, because ang bilis mag-retire ng bowling balls in Brunswick. I think in 6 months, sometimes some balls are retired. So these are the current pieces that are available that you can get. What we've done is we use Hammer for traction, Radical for continuation, Track for control, and Brunswick for spare shooting. So, and a very special piece like what we added is the Danger Zone. So let me know in the comments, guys, what bowling ball has the most sentimental value for you, and do you feel we created a good 6-ball arsenal, or what would you change in the 6-ball arsenal that we created today? That is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless everyone.